Good morning, this is Bonsai Anonymous. You haven't been here for a long time. I'm going to try filming this little plant. Excuse me, I have a cold. This is an Ilex, and getting rid of all the birdseed plants here. So this one is doing okay. I don't know. It doesn't. These don't grow fast. At least that's what I think. Okay, I think that'll do. I'm gonna get rid of some of the roots. Okay. That seems to be wire. I think there's a wire holding you in. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. Let's take a look here. Okay. So what I want to do, I don't want to dig it up because I think those are roots. That is not a wire. This does not have a wire. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but right here is a root coming out of the ground and going back in. From my angle, where I was sitting before, I didn't see this little branching part here, which means it's a root. And then I look around a little bit and I see there's quite a few of them that do that. Okay, so I need to leave that because roots are really important. Okay, now, but there's a problem with this tree, and that is that it slants backward. Okay, slants backwards this way. And I'm almost thinking this would be a better angle, but it really isn't, because that means I'd have to ditch this, which I like. Okay, so let's use our little rules here and trim it up a little bit first. Now, I think this branch has been trimmed before. So I'm going to leave this branch. What I'm taking is piece of this branch. I think I am anyway. It's hard for me to see close up. Okay. I like the tiny little leaves that this has. They're really great. Okay, now, next, the idea of seeing the trunk is good, but let's get this angle right. Okay. I think if I just put enough dirt in to raise it up like that, I'll have something. Okay, so how do we do this? I'm not going to uproot the plant. Okay, what I'm going to do, I have some dirt here. Not a lot, but maybe enough to do this. That's the point. Okay, now, do I have anything to put it in there with? Yeah, I do have something. I really like these little scoops. Now, what do we have to do? Somehow raise this up. Like that. That's all. And just get some of this dirt in it. I believe I have enough to do this. I'll use a handful here first. Okay, now it seems like it's propping it up, and it is, but I'm sure that it's not down the way it needs to be. So what I need to do is get in here like this. Put this over here. Comes Kitty. Kitty come to get breakfast. See, we have these kitties that live in our yard. And There used to be 4. I think there's just 2 left now. No more. I had to scoop there, but I'm just going for it here. A little more. Okay. Now, the other thing about this is that I need to move this out of the ground a little bit. Okay, now is that going straight up in the air? Yeah, it is. Good. Now, so that's one problem solved. It's not really a problem. The plant doesn't need this to grow. But the other problem that I want to solve is that it seems to be so far down in the pot. So I'm going to put some of this dirt in. Okay, so let me tell you what the dirt is, just so that you know. I might not have talked about this for a while. I have various kinds of materials that I make bonsai soil out of. Okay? Yeah, see, okay. And this particular one has gravel, organic material, which is fine mulch, and it has lava rocks. These 3. Okay? No, nothing else. You might ask, why am I keeping this when I pull the others out? It's because this is one of my favorite plants. I think it's called an artillery plant. And, okay, so this one, it's getting close. Okay, but now we need to look at some other parts of the trimming here. One is that you really don't want the royal weed. You really don't want, I got 2 at once. Don't want all this extra stuff by the truck. Okay, can't get that one that way. It's this way. Oh, covered some of it. Yeah, I'm getting closer. The tiny leaves, of course, have a drawback too, in that they're not easy to trim. But you know, life is full of little problems, isn't it? There's one more there. We'll get in. Leaves can be taken by hand. Or with the clipper. And this one doesn't want to do either one. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep at it until I get you. Wow, that's hard. Oh, okay. Phew. All right, now, do we need this coming out from here? Well, I think it'll probably go in the future sometime, but we definitely can get rid of this piece right here. Okay, that's what we can get rid of. So I managed to put this kind of on a hill, which I don't think I want to do. Let's get rid of some of the signs that I worked on this by tilting it. I'm pulling the whole thing up. Okay. Okay, so now it's nice and full. Okay, I'm gonna leave this not coming directly toward me now. I've observed that these aren't so easily bent. Definitely that one, not bent, easily bent. Okay? Okay. Here's one's going down. All these little things I see kind of like someone giving you a haircut by hand. That's gotta go. I don't know what's wrong with it. too. Giving someone a haircut by hand. How many of those are there? I think we just need this one. There you go. Two of these. Okay. I think that many of the aspects of this, of what you do, come from looking at trees. And I spend some time looking at trees. It's rare for a branch to go down unless that's a feature of the tree. And this is not a weeping tree. So any branch that goes down, that's heading down, should be removed if you want to maintain that. For instance, right here, the little one that's going down. Okay? Now that underneath here looks cleaner. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, let's keep going. So we have a turntable, so we can go around the tree and see what we see. Now, I'm not going to do anything with that right now. I think I'll do this. Okay. See, that looks cleaner to me. That could have been wired in there, but it's too late now. All right, over here. Go backwards. Usually these straight ones aren't too good, so we're going to get rid of that. It's a big one. It's not really going down, but it's... All right, there we go. So this is correct. This is an old pot, and I may have had other things in it before. But this particular plant doesn't even have a label, a white label, so it's going to have one. I think it probably fell out. Okay, let's keep going here. Here's one that's going directly forward. Right? I think all of these are going to go. Now, what these will give in the future, I hope, is a cool little, well, that's a nice little plant. Maybe it can't be there. So, all right, so it's getting there. I'm going to clean the trunk a little bit with this. So we got new leaves coming out there, so maybe if I do this, there'll be even more. I used to think that this was a good way to kill a tree. And it could be. I mean, but I see guys on the internet. Well, I could use my little tweezers here. Got them? No. Here are the tweezers. Oh yeah. I've got two kinds of these leaf rakes. They're both excellent. This one also has tweezers on the end, long ones. So with my bad hands, I have a better chance this way. It still shakes. And I have a little problem with depth perception, so I'm always picking up the wrong thing. I'm so glad that I didn't get rid of what I thought was a what do you call it? A wire here. These roots are look so much like wires to me. Okay, so there we go. Now, see, I'm happy with this part. This part, not so much. Okay. Goes back. This is probably going to end up going. Let's do this right now. trunk a little cleaner in here. I'm wondering if I need to get out the cut paste this plant. Probably. All right. These little ones, they mess up the trunk line. So we want to see some roots. There's one that's nice. This is a really solid root. I mean, these are not weak. They're like the rest of the plant. The rest of the plant is very like that. Okay, so back here, we're going to get rid of more. Yeah. All right. This is going to go to right here. All right, I wish there was something I could do with this. Let's see, where does it go? I could try that. I probably will. Some more of the trunk visible here. Now these, of course, would just turn brown if I left them, but I'm trying to clean things up a little bit. That's going directly downward. Is it? No, it's going directly up. It's not happening. Okay. Oh. That can't be in there. Well, it just goes down like it does. This one really bothers me because it's so close. So what I might do, I might wire those two together in a minute. See if I can't get them to go a little better. First, here's how I'm wiring those two right there. So I'm going to get some of these out of here. All right. So how much defoliation is too much? You know, there are guys that would, let's start with this tree and just chop it off there and see what happens. The few times I've done that have been unsuccessful. I'm gonna go get my coffee. I'll be right back. I just discovered something. I find it interesting. We had some Royal Poinciana trees cut down because they were in our easement. They were Algalia, at least a foot and a half across. But the upper ends of it, I'm going to definitely be using for fire in my chimenea. So yesterday I was working on cutting some of them. And today I just walked over to the same area to get my coffee and I noticed all the ends of the wood, plus the sawdust, is bright yellow, mustard yellow. How odd. I mean, I wonder if you could make a paint or something like that from there. Okay, so what are we doing again? We're doing this over. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't think that's gonna do it. I think I'm gonna have to have a little more wire here, serious wire. See if it'll work. I use used wire, even though down here I probably have 300 yards of new wire. I get the one out and I get one out like this and I recycle it. I'm sure that's one reason why my wiring looks so awkward. So what I'm doing, I'm taking this wire and straightening it out. It's boring, but then I'll try to show you how to wire this thing. Okay, now a good way to wire, get up here a little closer. A good way to wire is to come around both of them, like that. Now, and you're going to anchor it to the Y here. That's what we're anchoring it to. Now this is going to have to go this way. It's just going to have wiring done this way. Now, this is very brittle wood. Okay. Okay. Like that. So, I'm not having very good luck here. Let's just do it like that for a second, and we're going to get this up here. It wants to go that way. So right around now, you might be hearing a little cracking sound. And that means that put too much pressure on the branch. All right, so let's try this again. One. Also, you don't want to chop any leaves down when you do this, or branches. We just spent time trying to make that look decent. Okay, well that's not too bad. I can accept that. Let's go around here for this one. Go around here like this. You already see it's going to work. It's just pulling that already. It's not, you don't need to pull it all the way right now. No. That might have gotten a leaf or two in there. Right. Okay, so I'm not really a fan of the leftover wire hanging out, but it was explained to me that we may need that wire as this gets longer. Plus, you could double it back. You could double it back here and go back again if I needed more strength. I don't know that I do. Okay, so this one, going in like that. Okay, so here, this one worked great. This one, not so much. So bend it over. Let's try it. Pull down. A little more over if I could do it. All right, now I'm not messing with it past that. I managed to leave some leaves on there. So dry. I haven't talked for a long time. As I say, I have this bad cold and it makes my mouth dry too. Okay, so I think we're doing all right. This one, I would like to grow out here because what we're going to end up doing is having these go out here and then up to something in the top. So you say, what is the top? Well, this is the top. This has to go down. This can go down. They both can. Okay, so that's what we're up to now, doing this. While we do it, we also have to make a few decisions about here. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to do that one too. Any ones that are going like way close to the trunk, I don't So that's got to go, it's going to go over and maybe go down as we do that. How about this? I hate to do it, but we're going to take you. There you go. Okay, and then this one, I don't think I want you to read it. Well, no, we'll see. Can I bend this one? That's a tough bend. But we have a nice, anchor spot right here. This is the main trunk, so we can anchor to that for sure. Right, and we're gonna use a big one. So far I'm feeling pretty good about this. It always helps to get rid of the weeds and make sure that this is happening the way it should. Okay. Okay, time for the tweezers again. Yeah, I could do that too. Just cover them up, I guess. Huh. So, I also have a trimmer and a that I tend to spontaneously drop things. I didn't do that I did that on purpose, but it happens all the time when I don't want it to. And that makes doing some of this a little tricky. It's so relaxing to be out here. My mama duck is sitting by the pool, just relaxing. I'm a little worried about her. I think she might have something, but anyway. Okay. So this piece, I think I could do this a different way, possibly. How hard that is. Okay, that will hook enough. So, here's kitty number 2. Gonna have some food. Okay. My plan didn't work. I can't anchor it to the ground. If I had my drill out here, which of course I don't, I would maybe put a hole in each of these spots and try to do it that way. I have a bad feeling about this one, but I'm going to do it anyway. I would like to do this one to be a little more securely. It just doesn't want to do that. Okay. Alright, so that ought to be enough. It isn't, we just have to scoop around this back. There you go. Okay. I think I'm going to have to do this way. Looks better. I want this to be kind of close. Knock off more leaves. Here, this, all right. Now you bend back in, like this. Okay, then you. Okay, I don't know that. Okay. That's an improvement. I think you can go a lot farther down, but I don't think I want to chance it with this So what we'll have is we'll have an irregular one. This was going down and this was going slightly up. I don't care. I'm irregular. How you doing, kitties? Okay, so we're moving on our way up. And we just have this. Okay, now, what we're going to do with this is that. Okay, so this has to be down a little. How do we do that? Well, I think a little one will do. Let's do it this way. Let's see what happens. This one. Yes. Right. Straight up. Yes. Right here. Yes. Okay, we don't need two from there. Don't even need that. That moved that slightly forward. Okay. Okay, next, these two. And I have a feeling that I'm going to drink one of them. I don't know why. A little more coffee. Okay. I didn't know there were two of you. Well, there was. These are ubiquitous. I love that word, ubiquitous. I think it means everywhere. They're everywhere. Okay, so this trunk, I'm hoping we can get some more of these little roots to come out and come down. These look like root spots for me. And I don't know if anyone's ever put rooting powder on something like that, but I'm going to do it right now. Do it with maybe just my finger. Okay. This is rooting hormone. Okay. And what I use it for is when I get a cutting or even a clipping, I put rooting powder on it and put in water and or dirt, and oftentimes they'll root. So maybe that will happen here. We'll see. Okay. All right. This can go down. Like that. Let's do that. Is it hard? It's harder than that. Maybe not. I haven't observed this to be particularly harmful thing to do other than the breaking of the branch, which I'll probably do. Okay, so that I want to go. I think I've seen 2 kitties today so far. I don't know. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, still not bad. This one's gonna have to go everywhere. Like that. Put down more. And you. You're gonna come right up and go too. Can't do it. At a certain point, people like me who haven't done a lot of this and are watching videos are saying, my God, it's gonna die. It's gonna die. And now, they don't die. And even the evidence of that is that all the wire grooves that you can find in my plants, when I took the wire off too late, and the plant is still alive, and the wire is almost inside the root, or inside the plant. So some of these, when they grow, see, I can see space under there. This one's not so good because it's a heavy branch that's being bent. And this one, not so good. It's looking. It's a real challenge to wire them in such a way that it actually will work. Okay, so this is going to be my farthest one. This will probably be up a little higher. See how that goes. Let's go up here. Well, these are going to go. How about this one? This one and this one. So what I'm trying to do is leave what will be a pad. Well, yeah. Okay, good. That was going to be nice. And it's going to be nice. All right. I'm really happy about this right now. We have some branch before we have the roots in every case. All right. What do we want to do about any of this? Trunk going a little closer. So can you see the shaking? It's like, it's real tough. Okay. I'll leave, maybe 2 more. What happens sometimes is I shake, and then I clip and it's been in the wrong place. Getting a moving target, oh come on. I hope that I'll continue to say, oh come on, instead of what I would say if the camera wasn't on. See, it just doesn't want to do it. All right, whew, what a victory that was. Okay, we're getting there. These 2 can't have things right by their trunk either. I don't know how resistant Ilex is to dying when you do this. This we'll find out. I put cat food out for these kittens every day, and they come and eat it, and then everybody else in the neighborhood has some. We have 3, literally 3, I want to say a crow and 2 grackles over here eating this bird food. That's okay. But he's got to eat. We're just going to pinch these off because it's hard to do it the other way. All right. Now, this has to be up, right? Then these 2 do that. So need a piece of, so how are we doing? These two are going to do this. And that's going to be down, so we're going to get rid of it. Yeah, I think it's okay. Let's do these. See, this one, I wanted to use it because it's a nice branch and it's up there. And I cut off a lot of branches. So what I need is a length of, not that. If this does. Okay, here's my piece of wire. As I say, this is my first video I made in months. And in between, my bench here was collapsed, and that took 2 months to build this thing. It's fairly sturdy, but I did it by just attaching new wood to old wood, which is probably not the best thing for longevity, but I'm 71 and I don't think about longevity as much as I used to. Okay, here we have this, and what I want to do, I'm going to put it in here. Okay, get rid of you. Here we go. All right, I got rid of the big piece of wire that was holding that one, so I can put this little one in. Wherever it is. There it is. It's ugly anyway. I don't think I was doing anything. Okay, so where's the other one? Where's the wire? Just okay, it's gone. Try again. Let's see here. Really like that. And this might be okay, except it's too short. Let's try another one. Oh, yeah, might do it. Yeah, if I can manage not to drop this one, it'll be good. Parched again. So, I'm trying to be careful to not take too many more off as I go. Now this has to go over here. Okay, I'll go check on Mom in a minute. The little new kitties that we have in the yard don't bother her. They're very skittish. They've lived their lives around avoiding trouble, and so we have decided to take care of them a little bit. Right over here. Let's try that. Right, that one. So we let you down. Now you let this over. That goes down again. And put it up a little bit. All right, now. Time for this thing again. Well, I think it looks pretty spindly, but I think it'll be okay. My neighbor has a band, and oftentimes he has friends staying over that are in the band, which is great. Now, though, we're in the middle of the season where you can have the doors open, and I can sit out here without dying. So we hear the band rehearse, and I don't even mind that. He plays drums, good drummer. I'm taking this out, I think. I'll try again later. Okay. But that's not what annoys me. And it really doesn't annoy me. It doesn't even annoy me enough to say anything to him, because I do all my ranting on YouTube, as some of my friends do. A lot of them little leaves. I just have to try to get them out of here. Now, here's a little straightening. But I think we're going to let it go and maybe straighten this when the future comes. Right? Alright, so what are the problems now? I like this. I can probably go down more. Like that. And I'll leave those, just see what happens. I'm leaving this because I want it to go. Well, this goes right toward me, so it's leaving. Sad, in a way, but to be to get rid of your growth. See, why would I do that when I've done this? Well, I think this is going to be a pad. I don't know about that yet. What else? This I don't know about. I don't think we need two of them, and I think this one can go. All right, one there. I don't know if I've heard it said, but probably that letting the leaves from the tree fall under it might be bad for parasites. Okay, I've seen a couple of little ants on here, but not too many. All right, so I fixed that a little bit. I think you're going to get to go because you're going down. You could possibly return. All right, possibly. It's too bad that trunk is in the back like that. There's really no way to. It doesn't really do it. It's kind of a weird tree. I don't care. So once these pads grow in, we'll see what we have. Drop that one anywhere you're going. Yeah. All right. You can go. I think I might have reached the limit to bending these. Haven't heard any cracks. So I'm going to say this is good enough. Now, why don't we do this with these? Let's get them out of the way. So they're sticky. All right. Am I happy about it? Yeah, I think so. I think I am. There's a few more things to do. One is fertilize it. This isn't easy either because shaking is what I do to do this, but my hand doesn't shake how I want it to. So I end up having a lot of it sometimes and not very much others. Like that. Pull it in a little bit. This is pretty mild fertilizer. It's 444. So I kind of think of it as kind of like dried manure a little bit, which I think would work. I also think that dried duck poop would work. Okay, so there we go. Now let me show you one other unfortunate thing, but it's true. This pot is one of the ones I got off probably Temu, and they have a nice little Japanese. I don't know what this one is, but it's a little Japanese etching here. Not Japanese words. Sometimes it's mountains. I think that's the lake and mountains. So what I would do with this is put some gold paint on my fingers and just rub over it, which fills in all the holes with gold and leaves the rest of it black. Okay? But it's on the wrong side. I guess I could do it for people that like to come and look on the wrong side. There, they're singing now. Come on. Mom's down here snuffling. We used to have a lot of ducks. I tell people we had 40 around the house at one time, and I think that's pretty good. It's two broods of ducklings plus assorted older ones. But Mom's just the only one that's left. Everybody else is gone. Hi, Mom. She'll be in some of these videos, I think. All right, so it's fertilized. Now I got to do one more thing before I put that on the show. And it is to label it. Is it labeled? I'll get up the yellow tag. I'm going to say that's about at least 50% better than it was. Okay, for anyone who's wondering, what do we write on the tags? Okay, well, I'm not as knowledgeable as some. For instance, I don't know the names of these in any sort of way. I need to get you past that. How am I going to do it? Wow, this is exactly the kind of thing I can't do because my hands don't do what I want them to. All right. Anyway, that's probably broken down. Okay, what do we write on these? As I say, I'm not as smart as some, so I don't know the scientific name for this. Ilex is what I call it. And I'd rather write that than Ilex sapidorium or whatever it is. So I just say Ilex, like that. Prune and wired 11, 5, oops, 11, 5. Just having a lot of trouble with my hands not doing what they want me to do. Right here, we'll write 11, 5, 25. Okay, so what it has on it is the name of the plant, which is Ilex. And what I did to it and when. So we have pruned and wired 11.5. I could have also added bonsai soil, but I didn't. Let's put this where it doesn't going to do that. All right, that's good. All right, now these here. All that's left here is to water it and put it away. So I think that's where I'll end my video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe too. We can get me some video lessons. All right, an hour. Good, thanks.